Hello. Hi. Morning, evening, everyone. You know, running late as usual. Hi, Julie. Hi, Clarissa. Let's see. So, Lenore, I can't pronounce your first name and I don't want to butcher it. So I'm going to say hello to you too, but I'm just going to use your last name. I think I'm pronouncing that more correctly. So how's everyone doing? Um, so, for anyone, I don't think anyone's new, but if there's anyone new, I'm going to start out with like, sort of like the format, and then we'll just get right into it. So what I do is I read a section from our book, which is Healing Wise by Susun Weed. And then we talk about one of the herbs in the back. So she is, we're on violet leaf, we're on violets this week. Actually for a couple weeks we'll be on violets, and you don't have to have the book, and you, because I'm gonna read it. Of course, having the book is nice to follow along, but yeah, it's the book club for people who don't have time to read, like me. Hi, B. How are you? Statements. Sounds fun. Julie says she needs a nap. Yeah, me too. I've been literally kind of burning the candles at both ends lately, so I'm pretty tired. I try not to do that, but sometimes life happens like that. So we're going to be talking about the wise woman tradition and how it's heart-centered, because the first part of this book, as you guys know, is all about 3 healing traditions, and we are still on the wise woman tradition. And so as I read, you guys be thinking about what does the words heart-centered mean to you? You know, it could be just in general. What do those words mean to you? What do you think about when you hear those words? So I am reading on page 24 for anyone who has the book and wants to follow along. And maybe Clarissa will tell us what she's making for dinner today. I know last week it was like mac and cheese. So I am all ears. You know, even though I eat breakfast, I am always ready for food. So okay. So the wise woman tradition is heart-centered. In the and I hope that I have some fans going, and hopefully that is not too loud, and you're probably gonna hear some traffic noise. There's a big truck, so I apologize. Sorry, since I have the book, I'm gonna take a nap. Oh, that's fine, Julie. Have a good nap. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see you later. You know, have a good nap. You're not gonna, you know, you can watch it on replay if you want, and I'll be back next week. So yeah, take care of yourself. You need to rest. Savory mince and potatoes. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. All right. Coming over again. Okay, so In the either/or universe, we know where we stand and how to keep in balance. We strive to keep away badness, sickness, death, and we struggle to hold on to goodness, health, life. Holding back the awful things with one hand, we cling to what good we have with the other. It seems such a secure balance, such a familiar universe. Where is the balance if we let go of resistance to illness, to death? If we acknowledge our own inability to live up to the standards of thoughts and behaviors we set for the perfect person? If life and death coexist in us, will we choose life? If health and sickness are inevitable turns on the spiral, is existence and attention to nutrition a waste of time? How is chaos honored without losing all order? Right, because we don't really have, we have some control on, our health, but, we also don't have control of our health. Like, you could be the healthiest person and do all the right things, and you can still get things like cancer. So it's just, that is a kind of a how do we deal with that? The wise woman tradition balances all possibilities in the heart center, the heart's truth. Balances by simply allowing the heart's truth, the heart center. There are no right answers in the wise woman tradition. The right answer is, I don't know. The right answer is, I'll have to wait and see. The right answer is silence, wherein the heart's truth reigns and health/wholeness/holiness occurs. The heart's truth is compassion, forgiveness, unconditional self-love. The heart's truth is the both and universe. In the wise woman tradition, the focus is on opening the heart, not towards others, but towards self. Self-love, self-forgiveness, and deep compassion for one's own humanness nourishes the heart and gives balance amidst the windings of the wise woman's spiral. Nourish the individual heart, says the wise woman tradition, until the nourishment and love flow out. There is abundant nourishment for every heart when we learn to receive it. Clarissa says, heart-centered, what makes us feel and be human. Yeah, totally. And it's a very important part. Your head is what you think is important, but what you feel is equally important, and often we discount that, and we're all head. We're just like, well, we're not disembodied, like, we're not just floating heads in, jars and like, good morning, Heather, how are you? I heard you won something recently from Jamie's blogs. I forget his channel name because I just started following him, but congratulations. So yeah, I think about Futurama, that cartoon where like people have their heads in jars, and they're just a head, they don't have a body. But we're not just a head. We have a body and we have all these other parts. So yes, you did win. Yay. I lost my place. Oh my gosh. Unconditional love is not for giving, but for taking, claims the wise woman tradition. The wise woman tradition demands that we learn to receive the abundance of the universe, learn to receive the blessings of our mother, learn to receive the ever-changing, ever-different flow of life and death, wellness and sickness, good and bad, with respect and joy. Um, Learn to accept unconditional love from yourself, says the wise woman ways. Learn to forgive yourself completely, even to forgive yourself for causing others to hurt you. Learn to have compassion for your own suffering. Yeah, so yeah, because I've been hard on myself for sort of burning the candles at both ends, and you know, this is a nice reminder for me to be nicer to myself about, you know, kind of having to do that, even though it's like not the best for me on one hand. Learn to distinguish with a wise woman's vision both an unconditional love from the sort of unconditional love that's an undercover bargain. I love you unconditionally. You can do anything, and I'll forgive you. I'll always be available to you, and if I fail, you can punish me. Oh, wait, what? Oh, this is, yeah, this is a little weird part. So, I don't know if I quite understand what she's talking about, but I'm going to read it, and we'll just see. Sometimes she sort of goes a little too kind of a, I don't know. Sometimes she goes over my head a little bit, but I'll read it. So, yes, you're busy, but need to take extra time for nurturing yourself. Yes, definitely. But that also cost me a little extra sleep. But I have been doing that. I have been, you know, taking breaks, even though it just makes the work extend out a little longer. And you know, coming up here and doing lives and stuff, which I enjoy. I'm still doing that. So sleep is important, Heather. I just cannot function without some sleep. And more than 4 hours that I've been getting a night lately. So it's but hopefully, anyway, I digress. But hopefully that'll even out. I've got a lot of stuff going on that's just sort of abnormal. B says, thought I could work on bills while listening. Turns out I can't. Catch y'all around next time. Have a good one. Bye, B. Good luck on your bills. You know, and we'll see you in the next one. You can catch us on the replay when you're all done. Okay, so I'm going to read this part. So, learn to distinguish with wise woman vision both an and unconditional love from the sort of unconditional love that's an undercover bargain. I'll love you unconditionally. You can do anything, and I'll forgive you. I'll always be available to you, and if I fail, you can punish me. In return, you must love me unconditionally, no matter how I behave to you. You must always excuse me, and you must be immediately available to me. If you fail, I can punish you. So I don't understand that. But you need to love to exist, to survive. In the wise woman tradition, love is a crucial aspect of optimum nourishment. Forgive yourself. Better yet, enjoy yourself for your attempts to get love. Understand that your fights with your beloveds feel like life and death struggles because they are for certain parts of yourself. This is a little longer part than normal. Our attempts to give love unconditionally are usually sophisticated stratagems for extracting love from the universe or another person. The inner well of need for love and nutrients seems like a bottomless pit when we first gaze down it alone, with no one else to blame for the echoing hollowness. With each act of loving kindness for ourselves, it fills. Slowly, the bottom becomes at least visible. Others don't seem to be Others don't seem to be the sources of pain so often. They, all of them, seem more and more like oneself. As we love ourselves and nourish all aspects of ourselves, a rare compassion is nurtured, a tender compassion for everyone and everything. We are filled with compassion. We forgive ourselves deeply, and we realize that everyone who ever wronged us was a healer, a teacher, a lover of ours. The heart bursts with compassion. The floodgates of love spill open. Oh, well, welcome back, Clarissa. All right, so does anyone have any thoughts on any more thoughts on what heart-centered means to you? Or like, what do you, yeah. What do you think about that? And also, like, what do you think about what Susun Weed is saying about, you know, this idea of even people and events that cause us pain can also teach us something. Once we fill ourselves with unconditional love, once we agree to love and nurture all aspects of ourselves, we emit the energy of unconditional love. We don't do anything particular, yet the beings around us feel this love. Just by being, we resonate love, health, and holiness. Some are attracted, some are repelled by the vibration of this truth, love, and beauty. There is no attachment in us to winning this one or that one, healing this one with love, being adored by that one. No attachment to getting you to accept my love so that I can expect love from you. Right now, I love myself, and the universe loves me, and I am in the midst of all this love. If you reject my love, I remember with compassion the love I rejected before. I remember how vulnerable and how lonely I felt. I love myself as one who has rejected love, so my love includes you in your rejection, in your rejection of love. Hi, Amethyst. How are you? Good morning. So we're talking about how the wise woman tradition is heart-centered. And if you have the book, I'm on bottom of page 25, and we're almost done with this section, and then we're going to jump on to talking about violets. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm good. I'm good. The welling heart springs themselves are nourished at their sources when we love ourselves unconditionally. This constant inner flow of unconditional love and compassion for self creates an access in the chaos of ongoing life and unwinding death. An access as a string, a resilient fiber, vibrating wholeness, humming a love song. Songs within you, it flows out from you and touches. Sounds in everything. In the wise woman tradition, this strong center of unconditional self-love is a magic carpet, a cosmic surfboard on the turbulent, unpredictable flow of being. And then next time we're going to do the wise woman tradition loves rough. So Heather says, maybe by changing the way you look at situation, working harder to see the good, even in bad, you can stay in your heart center. I agree. I definitely agree, Heather. Although it's definitely hard to do. But if I can remind myself that maybe I'm going to be learning, I'm working on things. So, I'm in a situation where, you know, one might think that it'd be easier just to like walk away. And I can't tell you too much details about the situation. It doesn't have to do with my family. They're fine, but like the situation is not great that I'm in, and I kind of have to be in it for, you know, my income. And it's challenging. And, you know, there's not much support for the people that I'm in the situation with. For me, but after talking to my very wonderful friend and ally, the answer is not to leave, but to step forward and to, you know, step forward and to address the situation, which for me is something that I don't normally do. So I'm definitely going to, I mean, I'm scared, but I'm definitely going to be learning a lot. And so it's not a great situation, but yet I am going to be learning things. So I'm not quite at the like, yay, I'm appreciative of the situation and I'm thankful for it stage, because I'm still pretty hurt and upset. But that's what I'm going through currently right now. So anyway, oh, thank you, Amethyst. Thank you. Yeah, it's been challenging. But you know, I really don't hurt anything by trying this, I think, because the situation is not going to improve if I don't. So, but anyway. Amethyst says, yep, if you have to stay in the situation, what major life lessons are to be learned? You're right. You have the right idea. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, move forward in the face of adversity. Exactly. But I mean, we're going to move forward, you know, smartly. And, you know, I had all my emotions. I got really triggered. I had all my emotions happen. And so, you know, now I'm going to be, you know, more, got those out and processed those. And, you know, because it really hits me in here first. So I'm like, okay, what do I need to actually do in this situation? So that's okay, Clarissa. Have a good evening. Have a good dinner. We'll see you next time. Okay, so you guys don't have anything else to add about heart-centered. We're gonna move on to our violet talk. I looked for violet wine and I couldn't find it. So I don't think anyone's making violet wine from violet flowers. And I have yet to post the violet syrup recipe on the Facebook group. If anyone is interested, I have a Facebook group for this book club. So if you want to join, the link is in the description. Also, if anyone doesn't know, but I think everyone does know, I reached 400 subs and I'm having a giveaway. So that video with the information is also up. And because I appreciate everyone so much for, you know, watching my videos and hanging out with me and listening to me just ramble about stuff. So yeah, that's okay. If you don't use Facebook, that's fine. I can also try to remember to put, if there's any information I'm posting to Facebook, in the descriptions in the link in the video. So you can still find the information, or I'll just write them directly into the description and everything else. So good thing to remember that not everyone has Facebook or is on Facebook. So okay, So I don't think I'm going to read this today, but I think maybe next time in the illustrated herbiary, there's a section about violet. Well, maybe I'll read it. I'll just read it. To start off, and the illustrated herbiary is a beautiful book and also a oracle cards system. The oracle cards are terrible cardstock, but beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, you know, if you're interested in herbal stuff and also oracle, look this up. It's amazing. And she's going to have another one with animals coming up soon. So, pretty excited. So it's called Sweet Violet, and it's Inner Sanctum. Oh, yeah, it's really gorgeous. This is what the card looks like too. Ah, thank you, Heather, for the link. So, ooh, that's a good idea. Laminating the cards. I might have to do that because the cardstock is just terrible. So, oh my gosh, yes, I'm going to totally do that. Okay. So, Sweet Violet sings of sun and springtime, carpeting meadows and lawns with lush purple petals. But this glorious show is mere flirtation. Her true abundance comes in autumn, when quietly and with a little fanfare she shares her seeds with the earth, setting the stage for next spring's performance. Violet has no trouble separating public from private. She knows both have their place and season. She's the gossip column socialite who quietly works in a soup kitchen on Wednesdays, knowing life's most important work isn't always done in the public eye. Linaire? I am just butchering your name. I just shuffled them a few times and they're pretty scuffed. Yeah, it was really disappointing because the art is so gorgeous. So I don't know. I hope that she has heard some of the feedback, and you know, I would pay more if the cards were just you know, better cardstock or real cards. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna laminate them. So that's a little bit about Violet from the Illustrated Herbiary. Something to think about. All right, so we're on to page 240, which is Violet Facts. Violet Facts. Oh, cool, Amethyst. Okay, I will approve you. We'll approve you. Everyone always stumbles over your name. Yeah, I'm terrible. I'm awful. My husband's so good at it. I just like, how do you pronounce this? And he's just like, he's just really good. I'm just awful. Is there like another name you go by that is a little easier for me to pronounce? Or if not, that is fine. Or call her Mari. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Heather. Mari, is that good? Yes. Okay. Awesome. Solved. Cool. Cool. Okay. Got it, Amethyst. All right. So, violets. So it's just a list of the botanical names. And I'm going to jump to the common names because those are more fun and I can't pronounce the Latin. But I'm going to type the Latin name in. So everyone knows. Yeah. So that is the Latin name of the violets. And so the English names are purple violet, garden violet, sweet violet, pansy, heart's ease, jump up, three-colored violet, trinity violet, wild pansy, hens and roosters, butterfly violet. So those are the English common names that she has. She also has Chinese names, which I'm not going to go into. Chinese common names, French common names, German common names. The ancient Greek name is Lone, L-O-N-E. Indian names, Russian names, Spanish names. Yeah. So if you wanted to know, yes. Yes, it is. That's one of the names she has for German. Yes. Yeah, she also has, oh boy, a few others. But yes, totally. Okay, is that what you, so is that, Mari, are you in Germany? Or do you speak German? Oh, cool. Awesome. I was lucky enough to take a class trip when I was in high school, and we got to go to Munich for all of 2 days. But it was great. It was really great just to be able to go and be in a different country and everything else. So I really enjoyed it a lot. It was beautiful. All right, so we're going to. So does anyone, as I go through this, is anyone using violets now? What's your favorite like violet uses? Or if you have like a violet fun fact, sort of different than what I'm listing off or anything. So this is perfume uses. So little oil exists in the violet to be extracted. It is an exquisite scent and a perpetual favorite in toiletries, perfumes, and flavorings. Teas as an altar decoration. Yeah, the flowers are so pretty. Food uses. Candied violets, which we talked about last time, and I want to put a recipe up. But if anyone has also any recipes you want to list on the Facebook group or links in the comments, please feel free to do so. So candied violets are commercially available, especially in England. I've never seen them here in the States, but violet syrups are sold in the Mideast where they flavor sherbets. Medicinal uses. Commercial cough syrups in Europe contain violet root. Soil uses. Biodynamic fertilizer for leaf crops. The Cherokee soaked corn seed in tea made from violet roots to help prevent insect damage during germination. The habitat is shady wooded edges, moist gardens, meadows, grassy verges, and sandy soil. Mine are over here. I did make violet vinegar last year. Yeah, ours are not flowering anymore. And I've got some violet leaf oil up because we'll get to that when we talk about medicinal uses and stuff. But woo, lost my train of thought. Oh, I wanted to ask Heather if what kind of vinegar she used, and did her vinegar turn out purple? You can coat them in sugar and eat them as candy and put them on cakes. Yeah, that's what we were talking about last week, and how yummy. I mean, I like to just eat them fresh, and you can do them in salads, but like, I think candied would be amazing. So, these are sort of like little cliff notes in here to sort of, and then she goes into some more detail. So, natural range is Europe. Current range is North America, Europe, Russia, India, Pakistan, Australia, New Zealand. I have a new member of our Facebook group, and she's from New Zealand. And she said that her violets are just flowering now. So, that's awesome. Toxicity. Externally, the leaves can cause itching, stinging, burning, and minor eruptions on sensitive skin, which I've never experienced myself at all. Internally, the leaves are without toxicity. Large doses of violet roots or seeds can cause severe stomach upset, nervousness, and trouble with breathing and blood pressure regulation. So do not eat the roots. Best identified by shiny green heart-shaped leaves with edges rolled in, especially on young leaves, 5-petaled, irregular flowers, like a little orchid, or a purple, yellow, white, or combination of these colors, sweet, bland tasting leaves. Chat. I have not catched up on all the episodes yet. Oh, that's fine, Mari. Yeah. Heather says, use white vinegar. Turned the most beautiful purple. Oh, it faded. Oh, okay. So you have to put it in a dark brown jar so it doesn't fade. Oh, yes. If you have a picture, that would be awesome, Heather. Post it on the Facebook group. My 4 hours of sleep is catching up with me. Oh, and also, like, I'm addicted to watching Outlander, which is on Netflix now, and I've just been wanting to watch it for like years and years. So that is like, you know, that type of show where it makes you want to fall into the TV. You're just like so in it. So I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta go to bed. Alrighty. So I want to read from another book. This is Opening Our Wild Hearts to the Healing Herbs. And it's got kind of a dorky name. It's by Gail Faith Edwards. But it's a great book. Mari, that's when I take my iPad to bed. Yeah, I started watching with my cell phone. And I'm just like, you know, in my headphones. Luckily, my husband, like, he just, I mean, like, once he goes to sleep, I can't wake him up. So he can be very loud and you just sleep through it. So, yes. Okay. So this book is awesome. And she's got a section on violets. It's also one of the only herb books that I found that has a section on cannabis, which is really cool. Oh no. Don't click on the wrong thing, Heather. Outlander, it's addictive. The first couple of seasons are the best. I know. Oh, well, Netflix has the first two. So there are more than two, I'm assuming. Ugh. I'm just like, there are some very cute boys in there too. Well, one cute boy in particular in that. Oh my God. Ugh. You have to keep refreshing. Hey, Jen, the taxidermy with your fur. Good morning. How are you doing today? Oh, there are books. Ooh. Heather, I should read the books. Sorry, darling, I have to go. I have some work to finish. No problem, Ansis. We'll catch you later. Have a good day. Jamie, yeah. Yep. He's a hottie. Whew. All right. Oh, you've also read all the books. Okay. So is the books, Jen, we're on a tangent about Outlander. We're supposed to be talking about violets, but we're on an Outlander tangent. So, how are the books? Do they compare to the show? I know usually the books are better, but I'll probably, depending, I think I will put that, the books on my list. Oh, I haven't seen the show yet. Okay. Heather says the books are good. Awesome. Cool. Mari, the show is pretty good. It's like the beginning is like, I remember the beginning is a little slow in the show, but like it takes off. And you just get sucked into this world. I mean, I love all that. I love the history stuff, and of course they're talking about medicinal plants, and she's a nurse, and it's pretty cool. So, all right, I'm gonna go back to reading this bit. We're just taking a tangent away from our Susun Weed book. So, violets are believed to bring comfort and to carry virtue of modesty. The botanical name means sweet-smelling purple flower. But violet's spring blossoms are not really flowers. They bear no seed, so you can pick all you want. The real flowers bloom later, under the leaves. They are greenish and have no petals, no scent, and bear seed abundantly. Violet's false flowers, which look like tiny pansies, can be purple, white, pink, or a word I cannot read because of the way the page is. Like she has this lovely violet behind it, but sometimes it does interfere with the words. So that's my only criticism about the book. They are incredibly rich in vitamin C and make a healthful and pretty addition to salad. Violet, it has been said, blooms out of sheer exuberance. So that ties in with what she was talking about in the herbary about violet being very showy and colorful. Ancient Greece enjoyed calling violet flowers, believing they mitigate anger, procure sleep, and strengthen the heart. Another name for violet is heart ease. A tincture of fresh violet flowers relieves pain in the heart. Violet leaves are heart-shaped, and violet is a primarily ingredient in love potions. So when we did, last February, we did herbs and the heart, I didn't include violet, but that is one to also add to the list of awesome herbs for the heart. Let's see, American Indians, including, oh boy, several tribes, which I can't pronounce their name, I don't want to butcher it, we're familiar with heart-strengthened benefits of violet. Violet flower syrup has long been used to ease sore throats, relieve coughs and bronchitis, and to help bring up phlegm. It also makes a soothing digestive tonic. Just as my grandmother's grandmother might have, I have taken a teaspoon after meals with a cup of warm water or tea. I also made a throat and cough easing infused honey with violet flowers, taking a teaspoon every couple of hours and putting it into tea. Cherokee drink violet root infusion to relieve cough and colds, and apply a poultice of leaves to relieve headache. So I'm not going to read all that now. I feel like I've been doing a ton of reading this session in particular, more than others, I feel. That's fine. Well, I think everyone is enjoying listening. So maybe I will continue. This book is great. Wish I can afford honey more often to make violet honey. Heather, yeah, it can be expensive. And it just can be expensive. But on the plus side, it rarely goes bad. Yeah, we'll continue. And I hope no one minds that I sort of tangented away from Susun Weed, even though that is our book we're supposed to be talking about. Let's see. Violet leaves are highly nourishing, containing more vitamin C than any other leafy vegetable known, and an abundance of vitamin A. Other constituents of violets include saponins, salicylates, alkaloids, flavonoids, volatile oils, and minerals. Violets gather minerals from deep within the earth onto their leaves. We eat them raw in salads or lightly steamed like spinach. Although slightly laxative, they generally nourish the lungs, nerves, immune, and reproductive systems. Not to change the subject, but there's a butterfly in the garden I've never seen before. That's what Heather says. Ah, you're trying to identify him. Maybe if you could take a picture. What does he look like, Heather? Ancient Celtic peoples used violet flowers steeped in milk to enhance beauty, antiseptic, and mucilaginous. Violet leaves make an excellent poultice for relieving skin problems, especially sores, abscess, burns, and boils. They are gentle enough to ease diaper rash, cradle cap, and babies' insect bites. So some of this is anecdotal. Oh, cool, awesome. Some of this is, is information is anecdotal. She talks about Indian tribes and her grandmother. And some of this is based on her experience as an herbalist. In American Indian legend, violet was an amethyst crystal living deep within the earth, brought to the surface as a gift to human knowledge to cure cancer. Early herbalists attest to violet's ability to dissolve cancers and tumors. So that is the saponins saponins, and they're kind of like soupy like constituents, part of the plants that just dissolve stuff. So that is probably why violet may help with dissolving those things, those type of cancers and tumors and stuff. So yeah, dissolve cancers and tumors, especially those of the breast, skins, reproductive systems, and throat. And I do, that's why I do a breast balm, and it has violet leaf oil in it. I've gotten a ton of wonderful feedback that it has helped with relieving some of these painful breast conditions. So if you have that issue, I would definitely consider making some violet leaf infused oil. Picture to upload. He's a small black insect with a round shallow tail and red orange markings on his body. Ooh. Orange is awesome. I'll have to check out the picture. I don't know too much about like butterfly identification. Yeah, breast bond, Heather. Yeah. Oh, he wouldn't open his wings. Is he still there? Maybe he's just nervous. He's like, people are watching me. Yeah, you can do a salve, or you can do okay, Mari. You can do a salve, or you can do I believe also like a poultice would work for that. And let's see. Oh man, let's see. So medical literature from the early part of the 20th century indicates 5 different studies demonstrating violet's anti-cancer properties. These properties are in dried plant infusions, fresh leaves, tinctures, and violet oil. And the studies are from the early 20th century is because there used to be a whole lot more herbalists around before we dove right into all the drug use. Oh, so Heather says, I don't know because I'm inside. It's slightly rainy, so he won't fly in the rain. Yeah. Well, maybe he will make another appearance, Heather, so you can see him. Maybe he'll be like, this garden is so cool, I'm gonna stick around, because you do have like the best garden, so why would he not? I'll check after this. Okay. Yeah, we're almost done. I'm almost done. It's been a rambly one. So violets have a special affinity for the breast. Fresh violet leaves are used as a poultice against lumps, cysts, infections, and growths to help relieve pain or inflammation. Wise women combined external and internal treatments. A cup of dried leaf infusion, or 20 drops of fresh violet tincture twice a day, plus a poultice or application of infused oil. A neighbor of mine successfully drained a cyst in her breast this way. Violet essential oil is valued in perfumery. It is used in aromatherapy as an analgesic and liver stimulant, but it is very expensive. So one store in my town has violet essential oil, and it comes in a very tiny bottle. So and don't even remember if I've smelled it, but I know it's very expensive, and that's the only place I've seen it. All species of violets, including the so all species of violets have similar medical properties. Violets offer psychic protection. Old wives say violets outside the door are a blessing on all who enter. All parts of violets are amulets bringing sympathy, serenity, peace, and good fortune. Violet flower essence helps to develop warmth, trust, and openness in group situations. Looks like I might need that. Gonna go get some right now before I leave for work. Violets are easy to grow in moist, shady areas. They grow wild at the edges of woods, shaded by trees and large plants. Violets self-seed readily and also spread by runners. I gather the colorful blossoms as they appear, and the leaves, while they are green and vibrant. I tincture some fresh in alcohol and infuse them in honey, vinegar, or oil. I dry violet leaves too for infusion. So I just had to read that. I know it was like kind of lengthy, but like it just I felt like that information was really great and pretty well put as like an introduction to violets. Of course, Susun Weed also like echoes some of that. But she goes into a little more depth. So whoa, losing all my bookmarks. I would love to smell it too. I can't imagine if I just don't remember. Like I was there at the store and Lay's like, ooh, this is a violet essential oil. And I'm like, ooh, that's cool. And I must have smelled it, but like I don't think it made, that was it. I don't remember how it smells. So gonna have to journey back into the store and smell it again. If they have it. If they have it. Memory is weird, what you remember. Okay, so we will continue back with Susun Weed. I know a lot of people had to go, so like now they didn't miss anything from Susun Weed book. Or much. And so yeah, we'll continue with Violet Weed Walk next week. And maybe we'll get to the leaf properties and uses, dive a little deeper into that. And then, of course, we're going to talk about the wise woman tradition loves rough and what that means. And if you want to be thinking about something for next week, be thinking about when was a time you found it hard to say no. Hey Tangerine, how are you? We're just wrapping up today. Now I gotta stand a little longer. Tangerine's here. It's been a rambly one, Tangerine. But the replay will be definitely up. So, aw, I love you too. Yes. Thanks for popping in. Look at, guys. I'm wearing a camo shirt. So this lady at work, she's like, I shop in the kids. She's a small lady, and she's like, I shop in the kids section, and I'm also like a compulsive shopper. She's like, I have a whole bag of clothes, and I think you'd fit into them. Do you want them? And I'm like, okay, sure, you know, like. And look, I had no idea that I could possibly fit into the kids' clothes at like Target, and that made me super excited. So I haven't gone yet, but I'm looking forward to that. But this is one of the shirts that she gave me, and I'm like, okay, I got to keep the camo shirt. like, I would never buy a camo shirt, but yeah, and then also there's several shirts that I would never pick out for myself, but they look great. So like I'm really appreciative to her, and I found like a whole new like maybe place to get clothes, because like adult clothes, they're not fun. They're just not fun. They're boring. I'm like, okay, great. I don't want to wear that. So, but there's been a lot of kid stuff. I mean, it could be kids like 12-year-olds, you know, and 13, you know, that I'm like, oh, I wish I could fit into that, but maybe I can, because I forget how small I am. So anyway, the women's pants are too long sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, overalls. Tangerine, I want a pair of overalls. Kelly Bear wears overalls, and she put a link to where she gets them, and they're awesome, but I can't afford them, so I'm gonna have to get like some cheaper overalls, and then put the more expensive ones on my wish list. They have this, her overalls look awesome. They have this little pocket in front and everything else. So ooh, clothes for $1. What size am I? Pants are going to be tricky because everything is a different size. Shirts, small or medium. Just depends. But I wear about a size 6/7 pants. So, and I usually buy things in small, which is quite a change from when I used to buy them. But anyway. A big fairy? Why do toddlers get the best fairy dresses? Tangerine says, yes, exactly. Why? You know, like, why? Somebody needs to make that stuff for adults. Like, definitely. You know, like, why does the fun stop when you're, get us to a certain age? It's silly. It's really silly. So, oh, thanks, Tangerine. It is a cruel world, Heather, in more ways than we know. Fight the power. Get wear fun stuff even when you're in your 40s and older. That's right. That's right. Well, I appreciate that, Tangerine. Although I do have plenty of clothes now, so I'm not lacking them, but I do but if you stumble on something really awesome, I won't say no. Ooh, Mara, you make some of your clothes yourself? That's awesome. You do, Tangerine. You find the best things. So like I said, I will not say no, because if you're finding it, it's going to be awesome. For me, like, I go into Goodwill and I just cannot deal with it. I think thrift stores usually just make me kind of nutso. So, and we have thrift stores here, but my town is kind of cool. So like, they're really expensive. They're like yuppie thrift stores. I don't know how to explain it. Like, so, and then we have the Goodwill, which is overwhelming. So I don't go looking much. Or we have the kinds that, like, they don't take care of their stock very well, and it's just really musty, and oh man, I can't deal with the mold and the must and stuff like that. So chat. Yeah, and sometimes, and there's too small on me. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, I need it. you know, like hipster, right? Yeah, Heather. Exactly. I have this new clothing obsession that I hate clothes. I used to hate them. And I'm really having a lot more fun with clothes and stuff like that. So, okay. I think I've lost everybody. I know. Oh, my shuffle face. Oh no. So Tangerina. Okay, we'll end on my shuffle face. Maybe I need some cards to shuffle. I'll be right back. We'll end on my shuffle face. Right. So I was doing an unboxing or a walkthrough and boxing, you know, of the Mildred Payne Secret Pocket Oracle, and they're like this small. And I was shuffling them, and I was doing my shuffle face because these cards are hard to shuffle. So I was like that. That's my shuffle face. And we were joking that like nobody would want me to do a reading after they saw my shuffle face, because I would like scare them off. Like, oh no, I gotta go. So I'm watching that later today. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, so that's it. One more time. You just watch it on repeat, Heather. Okay, all right. So I get it. I'll get it all good now. So when I read in person, I can do it right. I'm actually getting better at shuffling these. All right, guys. So thanks. I tried to do it in the mirror, but couldn't get it right. It takes a lot of practice, but I believe you can do it, Heather. Everyone can do the Junebug patented shuffle face, and you too will have. It's the key to your successful tarot readings. Pro tip right there. Oh no! I can feel it too. Can feel it too, Tangerine. Well, okay. I'll be waiting for that. Because shuffling can be hard, right? Shuffling. Usually I do like the overhand shuffle. Oh, I gotta, you know, that thing. But this was my attempt to riffle shuffle. So it's almost the same face I make when cleaning the hamster. Yeah, right? The Junebug shuffle. Right. Heather, anything, like, just imagine you smell something gross. You're like, ooh, ee, ooh. You know, just, if you have a litter box that's kind of, you know, stinky, anything. So, boy, we have gone on a tangent today. So that's okay, though. It's not all serious here at the Herbal Book Club. We need some fun sometimes. I mean, this book can be, you know, a little bit serious, talking about health and thoughts of health and stuff like that. And then we're talking about medicinal herbs. So, you know, gotta lighten it up a little bit. Yeah, so if anyone wants to see more Shuffle Face, and my walkthrough of my favorite all-time Oracle deck, the Mildred Payne Secret Pocket Oracle. Yay! Oh, and look, oh my gosh. So Where's my favorite card? Look, Tange, I don't know if there's a dragon. That's fun. Yeah. And an owl. And an owl. So, yeah, it's awesome. And it's tiny. All right. Well, you guys, everyone, have a good day, good evening, and we'll be back next week for part 10. And maybe we'll be more serious. I don't know. But yeah, think about time where it was hard for you to say no, and also if you got any more awesome violet, talking about violet, so violet, anything, bring it, thoughts, inquiries, stuff like that. So hugs, guys. Hugs, Tangerine, Mari, Heather, anyone who's left here, the end. Oh, thank you. I hope everyone has enjoyed it. I've enjoyed having everyone here. So all right, so have a good week, and see you guys next time. Bye.